enough for me to realize I'm here in hell with you. It's true, I'm planning my escape. I can't stay through the halls of thought and beyond. I'm one with the sun and the stars and the ocean. Running from the instrumentals, I don't wanna rap no more. I was having bad dreams, how this shit could end for me. Going toe to toe with these pussy niggas that envy me. I can't let my mama get no bad news, fuck the mission. Then it be the voice in the back of my head coaching me. Like, nigga, if it's not you, then who the fuck it supposed to be? Just look around, it ain't no more leaders, they done took them down. Can't worry how it might end, you might lose, you might win. Flatline, fuck it, you try before you die. But what if you succeed, even if you gotta bleed? Was it not worth it for you and your seed to be free? It ain't no way around the truth. If we fail, then so do the youth. The future depending on you to be the oddball.
If we fail, then so do the youth, nigga. You can't fail, bruh, because if you fail, everybody after you is gonna fail by default. We about to tap in with this motherfucking Rehab part 2. Now I'm talking about. And that's it, that's all. Let's get straight to it.
These other niggas crop. And if it all fail, nigga, that's a beautiful L. But if we win, boy, salute to yourself. Cause nigga, you did well. And I would listen to that voice in my head. Cause you can't never be afraid. Just cause everybody's scared. Can't be running from the instrumentals. I don't wanna rap no more. I was having bad dreams, how this shit could end for me. Going toe to toe with these pussy niggas that envy me. I can't let my mama get no bad news, fuck the mission. Then it be the voice in the back of my head coaching me. Like, nigga, if it's not you, then who the fuck it supposed to be? Just look around, it ain't no more leaders, they done took them down. Can't worry how it might end, you might lose, you might win. Cross up on my back, I can't be rational, this shit hit heavy. I'm talking 24/7, but I ain't scared, I'm in safe mode. Walking through Atlanta like I built the shit. They know when they see me, shit gon' be epic like it's Gilgamesh. The Bible on my belt could run in my pocket, I'm strapped.
Hey, who know about Epic and who know about the story of Epic and Gilgamesh? Anybody know about that story in the Bible? Cause I don't. Cause I know of it though. If you know, put me on, cause I don't know about that story.
When I'm rapping, it's no surprise. I come from a people who actually control the skies. That showed me that everything these bastards told was lies.
Nigga.
That's it right there. I was gonna, matter of fact, I was gonna bring it.
No, don't even bring it back, nigga.
Let's just let the shit ride out.
Let that shit ride out, nigga.
The people felt it, they heard it.
I felt that shit, gang. I'm trying to find the book. I'm over here stalling. Hey, I'm stalling like a motherfucker. I can't find the book right now. Hold on. I don't need to see all this. Let's see, document. Hey, look.
What? He had time, huh? She had time. What? We had time.
Like, we been had time for that shit. We been had time for that shit, gang. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Hey, as I was saying in my last live, man, this is about the 5-minute mark, right? We about 5 minutes in, something like that. Let's get started, man. As I was saying in my last live, bro, I have all of bro's books. We got all the way from Y, all the way to his latest book called Relax. Relax, bro. I'll send them to you for free. Like, okay, look. Send $1 to his Cash App, bro. Like, at least $1 just to show that you really, you know what I'm saying? Just send $1 to bro Cash App, and I'll send him to you, bro. But, yeah, support the OG, man. Like, he not even an OG for real. Y'all seen that shit? Y'all seen that shit with, okay, I'm good connection. Y'all seen that shit with Lil Boosie where he was explaining, like, who's a young nigga, who's an OG, who's, like, I forgot the other one, the old heads and shit. Anyways, though, note, reader, I began my travels officially. So we ended off page 11, bro. That was so divine last time. And you know what 11 means, right? If you was tapped in with the last live, if you was tapped in with the last reading, you know what 11 means. That's the gateway number. Tell me why my favorite number is 29, bro. I'm watching this shit back last night. Or not all the way, but like I was just watching it right quick. About 20 minutes or so. And I'm looking at my motherfucking Yaminers back there. Alright, bro, just fuck it. And 2 plus 9 just so happens to equal 11, right? Am I tripping? That's 2. Okay, cool. Just making sure I'm not trim. Like, excuse me. 2 plus 9 do equal 7, though. I mean, whoa. I'm thinking of some other shit. Let's pull the chat over here. Let's pull the chat right here. Okay, that's gonna make it difficult, but just fuck it though. Like, boom. Cool like that. You don't even need to see that no more, honestly. I can close that. I can close that. I can close that. We had time.
He had time. She had time. What? We had time.
Look, time, bro. Time. That's all it is. When all the hype and shit die down, when all the smoke and mirrors clear up, what is you doing with your time, dog? So, I've been stalling, bro. I was supposed to go live yesterday. I forget if it's been 1 or 2 days since the last live. It might have been 2 days by now. Or this might be the second day, but it's time to go live and read this motherfucker again, bro. I'm realizing that this is more for me than it is for y'all. But at the same time, this is for y'all too, bro. Like, this is for us. This is for us, bro. Just walk with us. Walk with me. Walk with FaZe. Just keep walking. Keep walking. So, I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. That nigga's so hard with the music shit, bro. Y'all don't even understand. Like, tap in. I'm gonna just get that in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let me just tap in. Let me see how high. That should be good. I'm gonna just leave it at that. For there is no cover that shall be revealed. That's the quote from the Bible. Cool. Perfect volume for real, dog. Not too distracting and shit. Hey, Lags, welcome, bro. We finna read. We finna read, bro. So, if you wanna read, bro, tap in, man. Tap in. So, like I was saying, we read all 11 pages. All of this, bro. He broke down the God code. He broke down the gateway number. And we reading Rehab, y'all. So, this is part 2. We about like 7-8 minutes in, probably 9 minutes in. We just on time. And let's continue. Let's continue, man. So, I'll just finish off the last paragraph from the last page just to give a little bit of context or protext. Or fuck it, I'll read page 11. So look, let's pause that because it's distracting me, even though it's a banger. So, note, reader. Can I be heard? Let me turn it up some. Note, reader, that I began my travels officially at age 16. If you're not hip to where we're at, just go to the last live and tap in and you'll be caught up. This is 100% facts. Think about it. If I wanted to play Mason, why would I just say I was 18 when I was initiated? Why wouldn't I just say I was 18 when I was initiated? You mean this man knows all there is to know about Masonry and the initiation process, and somehow he was unaware that the universally accepted age requirement is from 18 to 21? No. I am aware now, and I was aware then, that the universally accepted age requirement is from 18 to 21. That's crazy. Like I said in my last live, I didn't even know there was a cap to it. I thought it was just you had to be 18 and up. But apparently, if I want to be a Mason now, I couldn't be a Mason no more because I'm 22. You know what I'm saying? So it's too late for a nigga. Oh well. The Grandmasters who brought me through the gate were also very much aware of the universally accepted age requirement. So the niggas that brought him in knew that they was going against the code, right? No, for some reason, they still allowed me to travel. I was eager. I myself was eager. No, I didn't lie about my age. Not only did they know my age, they actually came to me and said that they wanted to talk to me about the square. The square, right? I know what the square is. Everyone hears about the square when you hear Masonry. About the square. So, excuse me, that's an important detail because, as I explained in my book, Who Knows the Secrets? In order to be a Mason, you have to ask a Mason. That code is 2B1 Ask 1 or 2B1 A1. Refer to Who Knows the Secrets by Phase 1. As I just showed you, I have that. If you want that book, log in. Why do I say that every Mason pledged allegiance to the dark side? We're finna get into it. When most people hear the words dark and side spoken together, they automatically think that the word dark is being used to signify evil. Dark does not always mean evil. Dark or darkness can also mean confusion, disorder, secrecy, non-disclosure, unknown, etc. When we, those who took that oath, uttered the words, I will always heal, I conceal, and to disclose further, I will always / forever conceal and will never reveal any of the hidden mysteries of Freemasonry. We were indeed swearing to darkness. Once again, he means we were indeed swearing to secrecy, right? We got to like break the spells of what we were previously like knowing certain words to mean and really understand what they mean. Go look up. It's really as simple as searching it up in Google. That's what they don't expect us to do, is go do our own research. So it's not hidden at all. Darkness is to symbolize secrecy. So most Masons swear to, all Masons take an oath and swear to secrecy. Meaning we were swearing to secrecy. Here you go. My fault, y'all. He's just going to tell you anyway. I knew, even at age 16, that I would not honor that oath, because that oath within itself is in violation. How would I be able to stand on my square and never reveal? How would I be a part of the divine order and never reveal? I myself would be in violation of the divine order I myself would be in violation of the divine order, that which was explained in the Bible, in the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 2. Okay? For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be shown. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in the darkness shall be heard, not hid, shall be heard in the light. And that which ye have spoken in the ear, in the closets, shall be proclaimed upon housetops. I still have respect for these people for thinking that it is honorable to keep the oaths and of vanity. I believe that they safeguard the sacreds and the secrets and the mysteries. They believe that they safeguard that they safeguard the sacreds and the secrets and the mysteries, but they only bogard them. I looked up the word bogard. It means to selfishly keep to yourself. So it is far beyond time for the science to actually be applied. And I could, in this very book, show you, reader, just who my grandmasters are, where the lodges that I was initiated in, and I can connect that to actual music videos and locations and songs and albums and mixtapes and projects that will show and prove that this was no thrown together clout chase. I am often amazed myself at how advanced, ahead of my time, and calculated I was at such a young age. So I am not surprised at the Boy Scout Masons. Hey, you gonna cut that shit out, bro. You gonna cut that shit out. What you're not gonna be doing is buzzing on my live, bro. So I am not surprised at the Boy Scout Masons and other onlookers' difficulty with coming to grips with my wisdom and understanding and reasoning and charisma and intellect and knowledge and experience, among other things. But this is what it is, okay? This is happening. It is. Right now, as we speak, it is happening. You guys are here. You are on that side of the screen. I'm sitting right here. You hear me? This is happening. This is happening. There is yet another Buddha among us. Buddha means enlightened one, okay? That's one definition for Buddha. There's yet another enlightened one among us, and his name has been given to you to be Phase 1, and Omari Shaman Hargrove. And he has a name that only he knows, and he was taught to protect earlier on in life, and he will always protect that name. I did not lose the point, okay? So again, if you were here last live, you know what the point was. So go back to the last live if you don't know what the point is. That's money. I did not lose the point. I gotta blow my nose, y'all. Excuse me.
Better check with everyone went to school with me. I never gave a fuck, bitch. I'm that same nigga running from truancy. And I'm still skipping. Caught a case and I beat the case. And it's still limping. All the days that I needed faith, but I feel different. So fuck everyone I went to school with. If you don't feel hit, then nigga, that's real shit. But if you feel hit, that's some shit you gotta deal with. Bitch, I bring the life and I'm the type that you can build with. Nothing like that. shit.
So
So
safe
sick
to
to
say
say
I'm known for rocking real shit.
You proud of me yet?
Fuck, my shit might start bleeding, bro. I blew my shit hard as hell. I forgot to mute too.
Is you proud of me yet? Huh? I think my people love the devil. Tell the NAACP they ain't no fucking rebels. Revolution marching in circles, same fucking level. But wanna talk about oppression. All I see is closed churches, open popping bottle sessions that look on. Like what the fuck was George Floyd for? I mean, sure, ain't nothing wrong with good times. But if you're at war, then don't you think it's time to get the scrap? Like, is you really about this shit? It is you care. That's why I think my people love the devil. We love the way that he dressed, the way he glorify money, murder, and sex. It's the best, ain't it? God must be proud of these grown niggas with breasts, ain't it? I wonder what he think about Joe Biden pushing sex changes for children and shit. I mean, look at God, right? I mean, it's his side. It can never be denied. That's why I think this country love the devil. Your villains, wars, killing, swords, stealing, oil, drilling, Geppetto. Files, new Pinocchio, Pleasure Island. Save the children, we laugh at the facts, so the devil smiling. Nick Cannon spoke truth on the Jews, but instead of y'all encouraging Nick, you let him get canceled. We forever wilding out of all these people. You let Cardi B lead you to vote for this retarded sequel, while the Democratic Party deceived you to think that Donald Trump was Hitler, and all of a sudden they targeting evil and care so much about darker skinned people, and Black Lives Matter supposed to be this positive lethal force who screaming fuck the police so that we all can be equal, but when it's black on black
crime, in the darkness they leave you. In the darkness they leave you. In the what? In the secrecy. In the... Let's go back to... What did darkness mean? He said when it's black on black crime, no. In the darkness they leave you. That shit mean secrecy. I'm trying to find the other synonyms. But real shit, bro. I can't find them right now, but like... When it's real important shit. I'm trying to find the other synonyms. They leave you in the dark, nigga. You knew what that shit meant. I just wanted to be tedious. All right, now that my nose is cleared, this is happening. There is yet another enlightened one among us, and his name has been given to you to be Phase 1. And Omari Shaman Hargrove, and he has a name that only he knows, as he was taught to protect earlier on in life, and he will always protect that name. I did not lose the point. I only wanted to stress that I am not in the business of fabricating a life or a story. I need some water. This is real. Masonry is only one of the schools I've walked through. Excuse me. So Masonry is only one of the schools he's walked through. More will be revealed. More will be taught as we continue to walk. I learned a lot about how this realm was constructed and how it functions through Masonry. If you don't know, Masonry is simply outside of like the secret society. Masonry is also, like, by definition, building blocks for like how carpenters or like masons is what they're called. When you put a brick down, you put this shit on the slab, another brick, slab. Eventually you have a whole fucking wall, then you have a whole house. Those are masons, if you didn't know that. Just so you know, masons are house builders. So he says, I learned a lot about how this realm was constructed, like when you construct a house. I'm trying to swallow a bit. It won't fucking go down, bro. Excuse me. And how it functions through Masonry. I already had an edge due to my exposure to right knowledge. That spell-breaking activation called a doctrine, which I do not like to refer to it as such, as to doctor something is to falsify it. Like, we gotta know what these words mean. And what Malachi Z. York did was the exact opposite. He did not falsify shit, is what he's saying, gang. He brought all things to light. He set the whole record straight. He has a book called Set the Record Straight. So literally, that's what he fucking did. With all of these degrees, I became an enlightened or lit up being at a very young age. I learned all about El Kalum, or the All, throughout my youth, from Dr. Malachi Z. York. I was taught about how all things are one. I was taught that there are no coincidences. No coincidences. I was taught that there is always a way to figure things out through alchemy, I learned the true meaning of breaking things down. If you can understand what a thing is made of and how it is made, you can understand more about that thing as a whole and how to break it down or dissolve it. Alchemy. For example, I want you to read this question and then close your eyes and answer it before reading on. Okay. What is this number 8 made of? Close your eyes and answer. What is this number 8 made of? Well, just knowing what I know, it's made of multiple, like 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 8. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 8, and 4 plus 4 equals 8. Mathematically, that's what it's made of. Okay, that's pretty much what I got. And I do recall that he does put that in the book, at least one of the examples. I'm sure he goes even deeper than that, though. So, what is this number 8 made of? This right here. Okay? There are absolutely correct answers, yes. But I want you to realize that there is no one right answer, because all of those answers will be an answer. They will each altogether will be an answer, and they will each altogether form the answer. Let's look at it. Someone would answer this question and say that the number 8 is made of 2 4s. Someone else might answer this number is composed of 4 2s, as if someone else may come in and say that this number 8 is made of 8 1s. Okay, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 8. Another person may come in and say that this number 8 is composed of 2 circles or O's, as in the shape of the 8 itself. Okay, someone else could state that this number 8 is composed of white pixels in the shape of an 8 on top of red pixels in the shape of a circle. Right here. What did you answer? Well, I answered these ones. The point here is that all of these answers are connected. If someone were to ask you to break down or to unpack or to decode this 8, you could easily just give one of these answers. Most people would. I don't like how I'm on Do Not Disturb and my shit is still buzzing. That's like fade worthy, I'm not gonna lie. Then there are those of us who will provide all of these answers and then some. We are the ones who not only can complete and present major breakdowns of this realm we're in and beyond, we can also present and complete major build-ups, okay, of this realm we are in and beyond. Build-ups, not just breakdowns. I am able to build and destroy, just as you are. The stronger and sharper your mind becomes, the more you'll be able to activate and actually utilize your psychic gifts. This is why it's so important that we make it out of hell. Okay? This is why it is so important that we make it up out of hell, which is this world of illusion. Don't make the mistake of assuming that hell has to be associated with agony or pain or sorrow or discomfort. Okay? Okay? Don't make that mistake. Okay? People that can exist in a world of hell and be completely blissful and happy. People can exist in a world of hell and be completely blissful and happy. You may have heard it to be said before that hell is only a state of mind, and that hell is only within. This is not possible. Yes, hell can and often does exist in the minds or the brains of the human beings. However, it is not and cannot only be within. Okay, because I've said that before myself, admittedly. There's always a without. Why do I explain this? There can be a situation where someone is in heaven in their mind but surrounded by hell. There can also be a situation where a person can be in hell in their mind but surrounded by heaven. That would suck. I would rather have the first option, honestly. The point of calling out that the world goes through rehab is to call forth that reality of that war between Michael and his angels and Satan and his angels. Remember that it was already written that the deceiver of the whole world will not prevail. All of you true Christs, all of you Buddhas, all of you gurus, and all of you shamans, and all of you messiahs, and all of you ascended masters, come forth. We need you. Okay? Did y'all read that right? Did y'all hear all that? Now we're getting into some new shit. This is as far as I've gotten, page 14. So now I'm getting some chills. If it were not so, I wouldn't write it. It takes the true elect to reform and redeem this world. How are we to purify this world if we have not purified ourselves? Nigga, that's a bar. How are we to purify this world if we have not purified ourselves? Come forth, righteous ones, and those of you who move in the name of righteousness. I don't expect that you never failed or that you never fail. I ask that you keep walking. I don't doubt that you have lost your way. I call out and say, follow the sound of my voice. I know the delicacies. I have sat at the table with queens and the kings. I know their meals are well prepared, and that they do eat above your homes and your cities, and they sit on top of clouds, and they fill their bellies with the richest bread and the sweetest honey. Bread and honey, huh? And they sip the finest wine. I sat at the table, and I bore witness to their full-course meals. I know the delicacies. They taste everything but hell. Their crumbs crumble and fall, crashing through your roofs, and you rejoice, and your families eat. Interesting analogies, right? Interesting analogies, to say the least. When I rise, I'm thanking God for giving me a chance. I need some more water. I know the delicacies. Their leftovers slide down the mountains and flood the streets, and your people lift up their swords, and they war over the remaining grub. And they stamp or stomp, meaning past tense of stomp, right? On the bread, and they die on top of the meat, and they triumph ankle deep in the soup, and you cannot tell the wine from the blood. Interesting analogies. I know the delicacies. You think this to be a feast, and we have been offered the finest of all things, of all these things and more. The bulk of our task was to seek out that inner purity, the kingdom of God and its righteousness. We were offered real rewards. I know the delicacies. He knows the delicacies. It's such a deliciously sour, bittersweet world. People don't want to leave it behind. They do not have to stay, but they are trapped. Okay, I remember when I first read that on IG Live. So I am kind of still like a few pages until I'm fully brand new. I've read this far still. But they are trapped. That's deep, yo. They do not have to stay, but they are trapped. Talking about humans. They have all been tricked. They have all been deceived. Time will not slow down. They have to speed up. Reader, answer me this. If you are not able to swim yourself, then how can you save someone from drowning? Answer me something else. Would you rather it be that you had to jump in and save someone from drowning, or would you rather it be that they knew how to swim and save themselves? Okay? I would rather it be that they knew how to save themselves, me personally. I'm telling you that I would rather the people learn to swim. I would rather that they get up out of that dirty water to begin with. Dirty water. Why did he quote water? Interesting. This book is a call and a claim. I am calling all of God's children home. Come home. I do not care how far you've drifted off into the dark corners of the world. Come home. I do not care how comfortable you are or how settled you may be in this illusionary world. Come home. I am calling out in tone to your soul. Remember, reader, and come home. Remember. What should we remember? What should we be remembering? I am claiming all of God's children. I am claiming all of God's children. That's bold. Who is he to claim God's children? That they may be redeemed. He claims that all of God's children may be redeemed. You may not have faith in you, but I do. You may have forgotten who you belong to, but I remember. My hand is extended. Okay? Wait. Should be the right hand. My hand is extended. Take what's in it. It is your reminder. Inside of the hand is the reminder, okay? Keep up with the analogies. I'm just playing, yo. Now grab my hand. You will walk through smoldering heat. You will be cold at times. I remember that. Your head will ache. Literally, like, I was just gonna say, it's cold right now. And then as I read the next line, my head low-key is aching from the cold because I got in the shower and then I came straight out into the cold. And that's never good, right? So my head low-key did ache for a minute. That's kind of like too ironic. Chill out, bro. Chill out. No, don't chill out. The Dark Lords, the only ones I call the Dark Lords, the ones I call the Shadow Lurkers, will challenge and taunt you day in and day out. That's facts. Like he's speaking facts right now. They will scream from what will sound like the very depths of your consciousness, causing a warping sensation. They will suggest that you give up. They will declare your efforts useless. They will beg your energy and your attention. I know these beings. This is no allegory. Okay. He just told me that this is not an analogy, nigga. This is not a story. This is not an allegory. Let's look at what allegory means. This is no allegory. He's saying he knows these beings. So, like, let's just profile a story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. This is no story. This is no riddle. This is no parable. This is what they will do. So they will, okay, one more time. They will scream from what will sound like the very depths of your consciousness. Deep in here. Deep in here, okay? Causing a warping sensation. They will suggest that you give up. I remember that suggestion. Okay? I'm sure you remember that suggestion. Probably today, yesterday, last week, last month. That's very familiar. They will declare your efforts useless. They'll say what you're doing has no meaning. Okay? They will beg your energy and your attention. I know these beings. This is no allegory. This is no riddle. This is no parable. This is what they will do. Here's how you will overcome them. When they approach you in dreams, you will not fear them. Remember that they are not allowed to cross over and hold frequency in this realm. And so if you see them, you are most likely dreaming and you are in no real danger, yet you are still not to engage. Okay, so you just overstood, right? Hopefully that. The dangers of what these dark lords or shadow lurkers will do, correct? Here's how you will overcome them one more time. When they approach you in dreams, which he's saying in dreams for a purpose, you will not fear them. That's how you will overcome them. You will not fear them. Okay? You are not to fear them when they approach you. Remember, this is what will help you not fear them. Remember that they are not allowed to cross over and hold frequency in this realm. How do you know that? Because it's true. Or else they would have already, and it'd be proof. And He's saying to remember because there's proof in the Bible. There's, again, proof like I just told you in the pudding and like in your experiences. And those are the only two that I know for sure because I'm a little familiar with the Bible and I can relate to those experiences. And so if you see them, you are most likely dreaming. Most likely, okay? Hint that. Most likely you're dreaming and you are in no real danger. Yet you are still not to engage. If you are approached by these beings sexually, reject them. When you begin to abstain and refrain from masturbation and ejaculation and pornography and alcohol and casual sex, etc., in the beginning of that journey you may become a target. Why is it that those who indulge are Why is it that those who indulge are targets already, and those who refrain and abstain may become targets also? This is because those who indulge are already on the frequency of the beings, and these beings use them for their energetic yields. Yields means what? Purposes, right? Their energetic purposes. Produce or provide. Give way to demands or pressure. So we're going to use demands in this instance, right? Who's bothering me, Vlad? Give me a sec, y'all.
Scream, love, pain. Oh yeah, they feel this shit right now, you feel me? Scream, love, pain. I need all nations to the front, let's go. But if you let it, this world will crush you. If you let it, don't let it. I know they gon' switch up, wonder what made them think that I give a fuck. No, devil gon' try but can't stop me. Pussy nigga shoulda knew what it was. No, they won't give love, wonder what made them think that I'm giving love. No, devil gon' try but can't stop me. Pussy nigga shoulda knew what it was. I've been on my team lately, fuck about no friend lately. Fuck you bitch, I been waving. No, they capping me, they sensei me. They could never sensei me. Pray don't let my sins take me. Scrap with the carbon, nigga, you can die outside with no oxygen. No, fuck what you heard, shit for the bird. Catch a snake and we gon' hawk 'em in. I ain't dead riding no way, so it's gon' take a little time. Tryna play like you don't see me, I'm coming straight through your blind. Straight from the water, still I rise, it ain't no place for your kind. Ain't got the window trying to erase on no trace or no sign. And it's fine. I know they gon' switch up, wonder what made them think that I give a fuck. No, devil gon' try but can't stop me. Pussy nigga shoulda knew what it was. No, they won't give love, wonder what made them think that I'm giving love. No, devil gon' try but can't stop me. Pussy nigga shoulda knew what it was. I've been on my grids lately, fell off of the grid lately, asking where I been lately. Stack all these rats, I had to win, baby. Ran up over 10 lately. I was broke, they didn't pay me. No mind, Rush him to the hospital. He got shot with a spirit Glock. Bitch, it's not little. Oh, you ain't think I shoot that shot, did you? I mean, niggas can't really forget this shit, you feel me? Like, I won't let you. No, watch. Yeah. Even though nobody asked me shit, had to
I'm on flashy shit. I'm built for burn this motherfucker to the grass for critics and kiss my ass. Yeah, what do you say? Yields is like demands, right? Okay? Y'all back with me? Gang? So, this is because, what's because? Why is it that those who indulge are targets already, and those who refrain and abstain may become targets also? This is because those who indulge are already on the frequency of those beings. We're talking about the shadow lurkers, okay, guys? Keep up. I'm just fucking with y'all. Chill, alright? And these beings use them for their energetic demands, okay? Yields, which these beings consume as food, okay? Energetic food. And those who refrain and abstain may also experience some buildup of lustful or sexual energy that is actually more potent and desired and sought out by those shadow lurkers. Okay? Okay? Makes sense? So if you abstain and refrain, you're powerful. And they want that. This is why transmutation and meditation and or prayer and change of environment and diet is so important as you go into rehab mode. Okay. The title of the fucking book. We're going into rehab mode, y'all. So this is why it's so important that you go into rehab mode. One more time. Cause like this is for me. Like y'all niggas can go read this shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? I give you the book. You can read this motherfucker yourself. Why is it that those who abstain? Because they're more powerful, okay? And I'm looking for the fucking period. I know this ain't no long ass sentence. Okay. It's food. And those who refrain and abstain may also experience some buildup of lustful or sexual energy that is more potent and desired and sought out by the shadow lurkers. Okay? This is why transmutation and meditation and or prayer and change of environment and diet is so important. So we got change of diet, change of environment, transmutation, meditation, prayer. All of these things are important as you go into rehab mode, okay? I don't tell you these things to scare you away. Please don't be scared. We just talked about not having fear. I tell you these things so that you might be prepared in the event that you do encounter such beings, as I have before, and I overcame them. Never submit. Repeat. Never submit. This includes if and when you have what is called intrusive thoughts. He said if and when because when, meaning you will likely have these. This is very likely. Don't beat yourself up. Most people have experienced this phenomenon at one point in their life or the other. Instead, identify the intrusive thought and send it on its way. You can use the powerful mantra or utterance. This is not my thought. I do not agree with this thought. This thought is not welcome in my mind. Thought, be gone. Thought, be gone. Okay? I know y'all remember that. Be gone, thought. Okay? This is part of your activation of what is called your psychic defense. This is psychic self-defense, okay? As you become renewed, you will be much more cautious of what you allow into your shrine or your holy place, which is your mind. When a mother is expecting a newborn, she usually cleans her home or dwelling thoroughly to make room for the new life, and to make sure it is as cleanly and godly as possible as this brand new being comes forth. This is what you've been doing. If you've been walking with me, and this is what you've been doing if you've been walking with me, and this is what you will be doing moving forward. You, the version of you that is becoming one with your soul, and the newborn, okay? And the newborn. I'm reading this a little like off because the commas are throwing me off. He was probably somewhere else when he put these commas, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard when you're not at the original thought. But you, the version of you that is becoming one with your soul, are the newborn. There we go. Okay? That felt more. So the analogy of a mom or a mother usually cleaning her place to make sure it's as cleanly as godly as possible for the newborn. You are the newborn. You. Damn, nigga. Hold on. Zoom out, nigga. My shit still lined up back there? Sort of. You are the newborn. Does that make sense? You know how in the Bible it says born again? You're the newborn. Be born again. Die. Whoever that was that you don't want to be no more, die. Have a ceremony. You don't gotta fucking spin the block on them. Have a ceremony. Lay that person to rest. Let that person go on. Whoever that was that you were. Do not have any ill judgment towards that person that you were. Okay? But have right, sound discernment of how you never want of the characteristics of that person that you never want to have again. Let that person die and be born again. You are the newborn. Your brain/mind is your home, and your actions and your faith and your willpower and your consistency are the cleaning equipment, okay? You are the newborn. Your brain/mind is your home, and your actions and your faith and your willpower and your consistency is the equipment. Your brain is your home, okay? I'm saying it repeatedly because I know I need this shit repeatedly. Your brain is your home and your willpower, okay? Your faith, your actions, your consistency. That is your cleaning equipment for your home, okay? You will be ready for the new life, for your new life. You are ready. The doors of rehab are open, reader. This is like AA, you know what I'm saying? But it's not. I lied, it's not. But refer that to AA. Like, the doors of rehab are open. But this is not AA. Cast down your vices. You are stronger than what you may even know. I know this to be true. How? Maybe because he's been through it. This is the rehab book, okay? This is where I stopped. Officially, I'm going to go ahead and call it. This is where I stopped on the live on Instagram. So, beyond this, oh yeah, I have no clue what the fuck it is. I'm excited. How long we got? Well, how long we been going live for, gang? They don't want to see you win. I'm doing this for our children. 47 minutes. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's at least get to page 22. Cause we read 11 pages before. Let's read 11 pages again. Okay. 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 This is the rehab book, y'all. This is the rehab book. Does that make sense? This is the rehab book. This nigga knows what he's doing. This nigga knows, first of all, he knows how to write. He knows how to author. That's how you bring some shit full circle. 17 pages later, about a fifth into the book, this is what we're reading. Nigga, he's like, this is the rehab book, okay? Let's get into it. We're not done. From your foundation that you've built with discipline and dedication and willpower, you will travel on upwards. Like, play the old ones back. I'm doing this on document so we can play this shit back. So it's not like you're just reading it once by yourself and you have nothing else to refer it to. Go read this for yourself. But you have this at the very least if you don't document it yourself and take your own notes yourself and annotate yourself in the PDF file yourself. You can annotate in the PDF file. If you don't feel like doing that because you got other shit going on in life, whatever, right? You have this to come back and replay and replay and replay. And again, I'm talking to myself primarily. So from your foundation that you've built with discipline and dedication and willpower, you will travel on upwards to your house to retrieve the illuminated treasure, which you will use to heal your being. Excuse me, once and for all. And you will then be able to sing a song as it were a new song, taking your rightful place as God's, commanding the realm with a new, clear vision, sparked by your unity, and you will become then, and you will then be able to experience the grandest flower, the field. Okay, I personally freaking hate long sentences like that, so I'm gonna read it again because it's hard for me to grasp. From your foundation that you've built with discipline and dedication and willpower, okay? You will travel on upwards to your house to retrieve the illuminated treasure, bars, which you will use, the illuminated treasure, to heal your being. Okay, first of all, you're going to use your foundation, from your foundation that you've built with your discipline, your dedication, and your willpower, your actions, right? You will travel upwards from your foundation. You will travel upwards to retrieve the illuminated treasure, okay? Which you will use to heal your being once and for all. And you will then be able to sing a song, as it were a new song, taking your rightful place as gods, quote unquote, right? Don't forget the quotes. Commanding the realm with a new, clear vision, sparked by your unity, and you will then become, okay, it's sparked by your unity. This new, clear vision, the new song that you're singing, taking your rightful place, is sparked by unity, okay? And you will then be able to experience the grandest flower, the field. Flower ignited, emitting longevous divinity. Through all of that, from your foundation, traveling to your house, retrieving your treasure, the illuminated treasure, you'll heal, okay? You'll sing a new song, taking your rightful places as gods, or a god, or goddess, commanding the realm with new and clear vision, which is sparked by your unity. All of these actions coming together, all of this discipline, dedication, and your willpower, and you using your illuminated treasure to heal yourself, all of this coming in unity, okay? And you will then be able to experience the grandest flower, the field. Flower ignited, emitting longevous divinity. Interesting. Above is a riddle. I pondered on whether or not I would solve it for you. I color-coded it and spoke it in an order that was very clear. You can solve it. It is not very complicated when you really read into it and pay attention to what is highlighted, the answer. What is highlighted. The answer is simple. Question. What system is being referred to and how? Answer it for yourself. What system is being referred to? Your brain and your whole fucking neurological system that's connected to your brain, right? Okay, that's my simple answer. I kind of went back 4 or 5 times and gave my answer there, like, all of this together, your brain, all of this together, you're using this at source. It has to start. You have to start from your brain, okay? From your process, from your conscious, using your mind, your brain, and everything else that God designed you with, your neurological pathways, to move your being in a direction, to do things, okay? So that's my answer, your brain. Answer it for yourself. The answer is the man/woman who at will can assume whatever state he pleases. This is not the answer. The man/woman who at will can assume whatever state he pleases has found the keys to the kingdom of heaven. The man or woman who at will can assume whatever state they please have found the keys to the kingdom of heaven, okay? At will. Assume whatever state you please, and you found the key to heaven, okay? That's by Neville Goddard. I have been speaking to, touching, and reminding masses of people lately about how this thing called ascension requires a whole lot more action than what we've been seeing for the past 2 decades. Nigga, talking about since like 2000, right? About 2000. Okay, since 2000 till now, we gonna need more, nigga. Okay? If we're going to ascend. If you don't want to pass the test, if you don't want to ascend, like, imagine, you know when niggas get held back? If you want to get held back, cool. Like, take your time, bro. I'm not going to judge you. Not me. I'm not going to judge you. But it's going to take a lot more than what we've been doing for these past 2 decades if you want to ascend to the next level, from 6th grade to middle school. So it's from elementary to middle school, from middle school to high school, from high school to college or whatever, and college on to the rest of your fucking life. That's what we've been cycled into, at least, right? So use that as an analogy. Ascension requires a whole lot more action than what we've been seeing for the past 2 decades. So I'm 22, nigga. For the past for my entire life, what I've seen, what we've experienced, for niggas in my generation at least, we're gonna need to do more. Okay, we're gonna need to do more if we're going to ascend. That's what's being said here. There is so much more that needs to be done, and there are a lot more steps that need to be taken. Since the end of year 2022, and even before then, I've been demonstrating to the masses of people how to begin taking those necessary steps toward their ascension. Those who have been walking with me have been raising their frequencies step by step. I am sure to remind them that when we speak of frequencies raising up, we aren't speaking in terms of any concepts rooted in what is called spookism. Talking about real life frequencies, nigga. Spookism or ghostism or spiritism is, simply put, the realm of belief. When people are trapped within the world of spirit and faith and belief, they are living under a spell and are at risk of being blindly led astray. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get some water, mainly. That's the reason I'm taking a break. But just, it's a perfect time for a motherfucking break right now, gang.
Say what they talking about twins. Say what they talking about twins. Say what they talking about name. Say what they talking about twins. Say what they talking about twins. Say what they talking about. They ain't talking about. Slap the shit out of this nigga. Say that they the hardest out of my city. They can say it on the song. Dead nigga try to say it out of eye with. Now try and sound with these satanic ass rappers. Just how I keep on dead ride you to get by. Cause another nigga have it. I remember late night trying to figure how I'ma fucking feed my family. I was steady reaching from the deep end. What the fuck a nigga had me. Now I see them bird bitches on the curb. Itching from the purse. Scraping up them breadcrumbs. I'm big enough. They talking on me like I'm 10, huh? I went on tour, they couldn't bear, they talking like they 10, huh? Your dog went fed, Scooby snatch, shaggy with the dread, huh? They woke shit, got their ass out the bed, huh? Huh? I thought a nigga that sounded still ain't blew off said something. I slap a nigga real quick, side step a nigga real quick. Okay, so cool, I'm on that bullshit now. Okay, so cool, I'm on that bull. Say what they talking about twins. Say what they talking about twins. Say what they talking about. To my name. Say what they talking about twins. Say what they talking about twins.
Say what they talking about. They ain't talking about nan, nigga. Got my water in, nigga. They ain't talking about nan, nigga. They ain't talking about nan for real. They ain't talking about nan. I ain't talking about nothing over there. Oh, bad I wanted you. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about that. Spookism or ghostism or spiritism is, simply put, the realm of belief. Okay? What is belief, y'all? What is belief? An acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. Trust, faith, or confidence in something or something. An acceptance that a statement is true, okay? You're accepting that it's true. Ooh, look at these right here. That's interesting. So, spookism Ghostism or spiritism is simply put the realm of belief, accepting that something is true. Okay? Alright? When people are trapped within the world of spirit and faith and belief, they are living under a spell and are at risk of being blindly led astray. If people aren't careful and cautious, even concepts, ideas, and realities such as ascension, what we've been talking about here, has been, and will continue to be spiritualized. It's important to note that one's ascension is not a spiritual or ghostly experience. Most people are clueless as to what the word spiritual actually means to begin with, and so they tend to rest at chopped and screwed definitions and translations and explanations of the word instead of paying attention to the whole reality encircling the word. All these ands and fucking commas and y'all niggas read this shit and y'all try and get up here and motherfucking okay? That reality, first of all, y'all, did y'all hear that? Like, this shit is not some ghostly thing, okay? Keep that in mind. That reality is people have associated spirituality with metaphysical reality that can't truly be explained and expressed about without the person trying to explain it, spiritualizing the concept, and therefore leading people to have to believe in it without knowing what it is. Okay? Okay? Like, this is how even what is modernly referred to as spirituality has become a religion. Even spirituality has become a religion, y'all. It has turned into a movement based on mixed and remixed beliefs. Remixed beliefs, that's a bar. Yielding a mixed and remixed belief system that is actually based on the same things the people who practice spirituality often shun. So, spiritual niggas, is what he's saying, are literally practicing the same shit that they shun, that they turn their back to, that they try and, debunk or whatever the case. For example, the holy books such as the Bible and the Quran, for example, those books, right? Spirituality has broken off from the two main religions that are linked to these books, which are Christianity and Islam. Being that people have also been taught to just believe in these stories and characters of these religions and their accompanying books, and to practice these two religions without questioning them, people haven't even figured out what the purpose of these religions are, no matter how simple people may make them out to be. If they're so simple, why all the confusion? If they're so simple, why haven't people been able to realize and make sense of why these religions and books and scrolls exist? Very valid question. Due to the fact that people haven't figured that out to date, anything that branches off from these religions and books and scrolls and stories was, and will always be bound to be pushed forth to the world as new systems of belief. Due to the fact that people haven't figured that out to date, like yet, why these books or scrolls exist. Anything that branches off from these religions and books and scrolls and stories was, and will always be bound to be pushed forth to the world as new systems of belief, overshadowed by spookism. Ascension is not spooky. Ascension is not mystical. Ascension is not theoretical. Ascension is scientific. Ascension is reality. Ascension is actuality. Please know and understand these truths. You cannot fake the walk of the chosen. You cannot fake the walk of the elect, or the illuminated ones, or the enlightened ones, or the ones with their crowns activated, or the ones with their coronas, activated. In addition to Christianity and Islam, did the font just change or am I tripping? In addition to Christianity and Islam, there's Hinduism. In all actuality, although people refer to the spiritual conscious community as the neo-spiritual community, where you have that word neo meaning new, and although, as I stated earlier, it's becoming a religion, that which is being called neo-spirituality, that's literally the religion, it is in fact modernized Hinduism. That's a fucking bar, because that makes so much sense. I don't know much about Hinduism, but I always felt like I was becoming a Buddha when I was like first getting hip to spiritual soul and, you know, everybody else. And, you know, shout out to my nigga Spiritual Soul. He's very intelligent. He's very entertaining. So shout out to Soul. It's modernized Hinduism. Interesting. That's a great way to put it. How can people truly move beyond religion if they can't even come to grips with their being a part of one? You know, with them being a part of one. Hinduism, the oldest religion documented in human history, was actually never intended to be a religion, but a way of life. That way of life was supposed to encourage human beings to become scientists so that they may be able to better understand reality as well as their roles in reality. Okay? They were to learn from all the masters or Buddhas. They were not to worship them as gods. That's just what it was meant to be and what it wasn't meant to be. The same goes for those of you who are of the woke or conscious community. Many of you were pulled from your pillars of faith, if you will, and tossed into a whole new world of wonder. I sure the fuck was. This nigga's spitting right now. Having been told that you had been lied to and that religion was man-made and that you were, in essence, God alone and that you should wake up. There is truth to each and every one of those statements. However, without enough understanding as to why those statements have truth to them, people run the risk of just rejecting the sciences altogether. The sciences. That type of understanding comes from actually exploring more about the religions or religion they were brought up in or raised up under. Explore more about the religion that you were brought up in. For me, it was Christianity, which is why I'm still there. Although I've moved on and I've come back. I'm still fucking here. Shout out to FaZe. They end up following, no wait, not yet. More about the religions they were brought up and raised under. Most people who become spiritual do the exact opposite and actually choose not to be scholars and seekers of the truth. I did. I did. Human nature is to take the path of least resistance. We don't want to do the work naturally in our nature. But do the work anyway, nigga, because you're not just a human. They end up following some self-anointed leader or a self-appointed leader who most of the time is a man who either decided for himself. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So many names just came to mind, didn't they? So many names just came to mind. One in particular for me. Or otherwise told that he was God and was therefore the all-knowing or the source. Okay? Okay. And then boom. Okay, cool. Or the source, and that all answers could be found within, right? They can be. Again, these statements have truth, but we have to understand these statements. People who follow these so-called leaders are never fully informed on how to go within. You feel me? Like, or what that even means. Truthfully speaking, and how they can actually get answers to the real questions they have about real things in their reality. An outside reality, an outside reality that is being reflected back onto them through their eyes and into their minds slash brains. I wish I overstand it. You know, it's a good thing that I'm just me and I'm doing what I'm doing, but like, you know, my brain is naturally formatted in a different way. So like I would have authored this like slightly, not the information or like any specific words, but I would have put certain periods, like for example, like fuck bro, like for me personally, if y'all got this with no fucking problem, kudos to you. But this right here being one sentence is no detriment to Phase at all as an author. But just personally, like just my brain is formatted differently, bro. Like I would have people who follow these so-called leaders and never fully informed on how to go within. Period. Okay, now let's just say it wasn't a period. Or what that even means. Period. Okay, that would have been my period right there. Truthfully speaking, oh, what that even means. Truthfully speaking. Like what does that mean, truthfully speaking? Okay, I get you. And how they can actually get answers to real questions they have about real things in their reality. Boom. At least a period right there. Okay? And then explaining what reality is what he's doing in the next comma. So, and how they can actually get answers to the real questions they have about real things in their reality. Okay, period. Reality being an outside reality that is being reflected back onto them through their eyes and into their minds. Okay, I probably would have put like parentheses. I use parentheses a lot. Okay, so again, my brain's just formatted differently. Just giving y'all some insight because this is my platform, nigga. Read it yourself if you don't like it, then, nigga. They are seeking to understand more about this world that exists outside of their bodies. I am. If they want to learn about, hold on, because I'm sitting up now. Let me just move my bammer. Because hold on, a nigga kind of interested. They are seeking to understand more about this world that exists outside of their bodies. Like, outside, nigga. You feel me? Not inside. Okay? If they want to learn about photosynthesis, about what photosynthesis is, they are not to go within to learn about it. Okay? Bars, nigga. Bars. I see where we're going. If they need directions from their new home to the nearest grocery store, they are not to go within to get those directions. Okay, Phase? Mr. Comedian? This notion of going within is being and has been pushed by so-called woke leaders due to their lack of understanding about law of correspondence. We're talking about science again. We're talking about real life science now. Okay? Law of correspondence. What is it? Google. What is law of correspondence, Google? Our current reality is a mirror of what is going on inside of us. Okay? Talk about it, Phase. As above, so below. As within, so without. You, as an abider of that law, are not simply to go within or to have faith or to pray or to meditate about things you have questions and or concerns or wonders about. That is only the esoteric nature of the seeker, a nature that helps one to understand parables and allegories and that which is rooted in the implicit as opposed to the explicit. As an abider of the law of correspondence, you are not simply to exercise faith. You have to, literally, go out and search, and then search again. That is to say, you must research until you find answers. Faith without works is dead, okay? Just for all the Christians, faith without works is dead, okay? James 2:14. to 26. That's right there for you in the Bible. Faith without works is dead. These so-called leaders and so-called spiritual teachers only tell people to go within to be able to achieve the level of enlightenment that they have achieved. Okay, this is too much for me. Like, this is a little bit too much for me. Okay, I see. These so-called leaders and so-called spiritual teachers only tell people to go within to be able to achieve the level of enlightenment that they have achieved, quote unquote. People that is an easy, because, whoa, my brain is somewhere else. These leaders say that because that is an easy and convenient way to evade questioning, so as to not have to provide substantial answers that will truly satisfy someone. The query meaning the person who's asking the question, for example, right? A question, especially one addressed to an official or organization, okay? We're learning together, guys. If someone places themselves in a position where what they say is received and believed, no one dares to question them, they will never have to prove anything they say, and they can at that point pose an irreproachable source of divine information. The go within concept ties to the word like understanding, where people are being taught that if they have an understanding as opposed to an understanding, they will be able to wake up, and they won't have to rely on anybody else for information. These same so-called spiritual leaders that teach that still find a way to center themselves as the one who is being able to bring forth this information from the cosmos or from the ethers. That's interesting, because if you're supposed to go within, then why the fuck am I listening to you? That makes it right? Exactly. You're not just supposed to go within. You have to go out. Their so-called information comes from no such place. They got their information from actual masters and scholars and gurus, like the master teacher Malachi Z. York. Okay? Who is this guy? Alright, Google, who is Malachi Z. York? Dwight York. Okay? 79 years old. His spouse is Kathy Johnson. Doesn't look like he died. He wrote books? What? Okay? Oh, I'm probably in y'all way. Hold on. Hold on, I'm talking shit. Y'all can't even see. He wrote books? I can go look on Amazon for his books? Questions to Dr. Malachi Z. York. About the beginning. He wrote about the beginning? Is Jesus Yeshua, Isa, is he God? Who is Jesus found in Egypt? This nigga must be really like that. Do some research on Malachi Z. York, man. And if you want to reach out to me for that too, I can hand you his books. I have been given and have been allowed, I'm trying to think of a better word than allowed, but allowed to give you, if you want the books. I have over 400 of Dr. Malachi's books sitting in a Google Drive file. Access to them right there. I can share that link with you. Just like that, if you want real life information. For the meantime, let's keep going. They get their information from actual masters and scholars and gurus, like the master teacher Dr. Malachi Z. York, and they didn't study a wide enough range of his works to fully grasp what and why he was really teaching certain things to begin with. And so they took a brick from here and a thread from there and a nail from here and some glue from there, and they built an unsteady foundation upon which they laid more borrowed ideologies and conspiracies and religious practices and sayings and stories. A weak foundation, nigga. Really go and research. Search again and again and again and again and again. That's what they mean by it's an ever-going journey. Okay, you gotta really research over and over and over. After I read this book, I will at some point in my life read it again, because, or at least if I don't, Oh, a lot of talking. Am I jogging? If I don't, I will at least be referencing the book, making annotations, coming back and cross-referencing from his other books. We're going to be going live very often and reading all of Phase's books at some point. I really want to. I told myself I was going to finish them all in February, so tune in. We're going to see how far we get by the end of February. These pieces were sure to shake and slide and tumble off of the unsteady foundation, bit by bit, as only a building or temple, rather with a solid or sturdy foundation, will be able to stand the tests of time. Again, this nigga Malachi is 79 years old, okay? Has been imprisoned, if no one knows. He's been locked in prison for 20 years. York appeals his convictions, okay? That means he was convicted of a number of shit, of a number of wild shit. I'll let you go do your own research. But the tests of time, okay? 79 years is a long time. 1945 was a long time ago, okay? Okay. Wow. Like, it's crazy when you just look at shit. Like, interesting. Jesus came a long time ago, right? But his works, his teachings still stand the tests of time 2,000 years later. Okay? That's what that means. You have to have a sturdy and solid foundation that will be able to stand the tests of time. You see, reader, I am speaking of, okay, these are the names that I was talking about. This nigga has no filter. You see, reader, I am speaking of people like Young Pharaoh. Who the fuck is that? Who is Young Pharaoh? They don't wanna see me win. Oh, Young Pharaoh. Okay. So he's talking about people like this. Creep of the week is crazy. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm talking about people like Brother Polite. Who is Brother Polite? Let us find out together. Interesting how these people don't have like an entire biography, kind of how Dr. York had. I just wanted to take note of that real quick. It's over for Brother Polite, I hope. Damn, it's kind of bold right there. Interesting. So this is who Brother Polite is, guys. Okay. I'm talking about people like Nature Boy. Okay. Who the hell is Nature Boy? That's not Nature Boy he's talking about, I'll tell you that. Oh, Nature Boy. Okay. These thumbnails are crazy. People like, the internet will really do you wrong, bro. Wow. Okay, so this is Nature Boy right here. I recognize him a little bit. He's talking about people like Umar Johnson. Who is that? I'm sure y'all are familiar with Umar Johnson, right? Oh, okay. He's got a little biography going on here, a little overview. He's taught lectures somewhere. I don't know where this is at. American activist and psychologist. He's talking about people like this. 50 years old, okay. Interesting. He's talking about people like 19 Keys. We're familiar with 19 Keys, right? Ah, 19 Keys. 2003 game show. Interesting. I didn't know nothing about that. Jabril Muhammad is his real name. Okay. 19 keys. He's talking about people like Rashad Jamal. Oh, okay, Rashad Jamal. Is this him? That is not a pretty picture. Bro, cut the locks? I hope that's not him. You cut the locks, bro. Okay, Rashad Jamal. Mr. Rashad Jamal. Okay, that's a fly pick right there, bro. Alright, Rashad Jamal. Cool. So these are the people he's talking about, y'all. These are the people he's talking about with the stolen ideologies and weak foundations. These are the people he's talking about, okay? Okay. They all know exactly who Malachi York is. Oh. And what he did and is still doing, even as he is incarcerated, currently serving a 135-year sentence for crimes he did not commit as a worker of the true light. Period. Y'all see that period right there? There's a period after that. They know his works. They do. All of these people, apparently, they know his works. Interesting. I wonder if they've mentioned Dr. York before. These people that you mentioned. If they know his works, I wonder if they mentioned him. That's something that I'm curious about. They saw what he built. Tom Array. You guys remember Tom Array earlier? Dr. York built this. Okay? Keep it simple. Go back to the last live if you want to hear me talk about that more. Let's get back to where we were at. They know what he built. They saw it. They read his books. Interesting. They listened to his teachings. They bore witness to the works of the true ascended master. Yet they don't make it known that he is the ascended master of our time. They don't. Oh. Why? This is because they want the spotlight for themselves. They want to be followed. They want to be glorified. Glorified. Like, you know, false idols in the Bible? They want people to look up to them and have faith in them. They do not want to be the actual, they do not want to do the actual works necessary to help a people. The people, or any people actually, ascend. The people, or any people actually ascend or become better beings. You, reader, should be cautious to not worship these so-called leaders. Pay attention to the works than the man. Pay more attention to the works than the man or woman. Take heed that no. Take heed. Okay, what does heed mean, guys? Let's find out. Oh, that's Dr. York right there. Hey, Malachi, hold on. Close this right here. Look at the God. Look at the ascended master. Look at the master teacher, y'all. Right there in the flesh or in the pixel, whatever you want to say. What does heed mean, y'all? Pay attention to, take notice of, careful attention, okay? Take notice of, take careful attention that no man or woman deceive you. This includes himself, okay? Just wanted to emphasize on that before I end this motherfucker. We finna end this motherfucker, dog. It's been a long night. I'm finna go home and watch a spiritual movie. I already watched The Knowing the other day. I watched The Knowing. I don't know what I'm gonna watch next. What should we watch next, man? I have no clue, dog, but I should. It was at 9 minutes. I'm gonna let it play wherever it was at. What song is on? What song is that? Anyways, let's fix the camera. This the outro, y'all. I'm tired. I'm done reading. So, if y'all want the books, bro, I'll put the link to this book in my motherfucking description, okay? The download link, if that's possible. I don't even know. It has to be an email thing. No, the PDF has to be sent to your email, I think. I will put this book in the description if I can. And you can read it for yourself. This is nothing that is being put behind a paywall. You do not have to pay for these. But send the niggas some money for this shit. Like, do you understand what we've been reading? We're on the 17th page. Hold on. 17 pages. Okay, I lied. We're like, okay, so that's actually good to take note of. We finished off on the 22nd page, so we read 11 more pages again. Alhamdulillah. Like, that was not intentional. I seen this thing right here, and it just told me, like, okay, this is a good point to stop. Oh, you niggas can't see what I'm talking about. I seen this right here, and it told me that this was a good point to stop at. Like, and then it just so happened to be that that's page 22. Niggas are not faking or bluffing this shit. Like, this is just where niggas, it's just where niggas decided to stop at. And as we read in the first 11 pages, 11 is the gateway number, okay? Go back and watch the last live, man. If you made it to this far and the end of this live, that's love. Like, you truly love yourself. You truly have love for yourself. And if you can show that much love, like he said, like we say, keep walking. Do not stop. You're on the right path. So, I'm going to play some bangers by my nigga real quick out. And I'm going to let one play out, and then we're going to end it. That's it. That's all. And we gone. Thank y'all.
Nigga hit the road, you know my contact. Off from the crowd, put that stick to where they spine at. Not the hell, nigga, this a heaven and beyond cat clientele. Get that shit off quick like it's a time bell.
We two different bodies, nigga.
Two different bodies, nigga.
We do not align well.
You gotta hop on there with me, smoke.
Hold on, play that last one back, you said? Hold on.
When it's time to
I was looking for this song the other day. Literally, that's God in divinity right there, y'all. I was looking for that song. I was asking the homies, like, what's that song where Faze be like, nah, for real. That's crazy.
I ain't got it all. No feelings or no vibes at all. Hope these niggas don't get the trick, no, I ain't got it all. Hope these niggas don't get the trick, no, I ain't got it all.
Nah, for real.
Nah, for real.
Oh my God. I would have never found that if it wasn't for y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here and making me do this.
Baby, tell me
Where you been? I'm gonna let this one play out, y'all. Ooh, I wanna play the last one though. Like, which one do I play, y'all? Family obligated, yeah, my Ken Foley like Obi-Wan. Yeah, my Ken OB like Obi-Wan. They gonna have to make the chopper take him down like Kobe, huh? Bitch, I gave my life 1,000 times and y'all don't owe me none. It's all love. Nigga, I do this because I want to. That's what he's saying. Like, I do this because it's my mission. That's what he's saying. Y'all niggas don't owe him nothing in return for this, but to love yourself some more and put in more action for yourself. That's all you owe him. And that really means that you don't owe him. You don't owe this nigga none. You owe yourself, bro. You made it this far. Keep walking.
I don't see you in the darkness,
but I don't mind.
Right there, I'm on my way.
Alright, y'all. One love. We gone.
And the name was so important, and the fame went worth a fortune. But if they gon' try extortion, we screaming out good luck then. And we came in like the 4 winds and got the scorching. No tweak, I follow, don't know what they do. And this ain't coward, we just on the move. Oh, he got power, he can applaud the truth. Don't get me bothered, I didn't know the rules. You okay, so looking. Nick Carly still trying to book me. Oh yeah, after like nigga done did like 10 years overlooking. All of a sudden they talking about click up. Nah, fuck that, put them tricks up. Out on your whole crib, cause it's up. I'm going hard again on brick though. Y'all nigga gon' have to show me some. Family obligated, yeah, my Ken OB like Obi-Wan. They gon' try to make the chopper take on down like Kobe, Bitch, I gave my life 1,000 times, they still don't owe me none. Universal donor in my blood, yeah, this the OP1. Bigger than water, well, get off my dick, I know I'm Obi-Wan. How these niggas niggas steppers when they worry about getting their toes redone. I came from the slum, my mama vet, but this ain't Jody's son. I chose this for life, you don't know it.
Wait a minute, bro. Like, I'm finna get on this bit and start reacting soon. Like, bruh. What'd he say? Run that back. Two more.
Off my dick, I know I'm Obion. How these niggas steppers when they worry about getting their toes redone. I came from the slum, my mama vet, but this ain't Jody's son.
I came from the slums. My mom's a vet, but this ain't Jody's son. My mom's Yvette. My mom's Yvette. Hold on. Huh. I think her name's Yvette. Hold on. Look, my mom's Yvette. Nigga, like, what? Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Tab in, man. Log in, man.
This for life, you don't know what it's like to be told this on at only 5 years old and showed your whole life in a moment. So you know what type of road you going, where only soldiers go who consciously make a decision to get in that mode and lunch. And he ain't trying to live off bread alone, and they got more than lunch. They food will not endure like it's outside, and when that war is done, just know the soul is on and on and on.
He said they ain't trying to live off. He ain't trying to live off bread alone. Like in the Bible, I know it says that in the. Oh, what is he talking about? I am the bread of life. What did Jesus mean when he said I'm the bread of life? I don't know what he meant. But I know he's referring to the Bible when he said we ain't trying to live off bread alone when we got more than lunch, nigga. We got more than lunch. What I just need bread for, nigga? What the fuck I just need bread for?
Hey son, I chose this for life. You don't know what it's like to be told this on at only 5 years old and showed your whole life in a moment. So you know what type of road you going, where only soldiers go who consciously make a decision to get in that mode and launch. And he ain't trying to live off bread alone, and they got more than lunch. They food will not endure like it's outside, and when that war is done, just know the soul is on and on and on. That's right, you know this song really can't be fucked with. Ask them niggas who the chosen ones. We just like the police song. The name was so important. And the fame went worth a fortune. But if they gon' try extortion, we screaming out good luck, man. And we came in like the four winds and got the scorching. Don't tweak our father, don't know what they do.
Forgive them, Father. They know not of what they do.
And this ain't coward, we just on the move. Oh, he got power, he can deploy the troops. Don't get me bothered by it, know the rules. This ain't coward, we just on the move. Oh, he got power, he can deploy the troops. Don't get me bothered by it, know the rules.
Alright, y'all go tap in with the rest of the album if you want that shit. I already put it on the screen a couple of times, so you know what it's called. It's the Wedding of the Lamb, my nigga. I met this nigga off of the blood of the Lamb. This is called the Wedding of the Lamb. This nigga just makes shit come full circle, bruh. This nigga make it make sense. Who is he? Why is he like this? Let's keep reading, y'all. See y'all next time, man. We gonna find